When the first lockdown started, it was hard. It was hard not seeing my friends, being stuck inside with my family all day long, not going out, not seeing anyone, not speaking to anyone face to face, having this cancelled and that cancelled, feeling helpless, hearing the news every day about so many people being ill, not being able to breathe, dying. It was hard. As that lockdown eased, I thought that everything would go back to normal. But things aren't normal. Things haven't gone back to normal. What is normal now? There are rules for this and guidelines for that, different tiers, new lockdowns, and it all keeps changing and it's still different and it's still hard. Part of me wants to follow the guidelines and I get it, I'm not an idiot. But part of me wants to see my friends too. I want to be going out. Things have been so stressful, and when we did bend the rules and meet up as a group, it felt normal again. It doesn't help that we seem to be blamed all the time, which is hard as the rules change all the time or don't seem to make any sense. It just makes me think, sod it. It's not as though it affects young people much, so I'll be okay, my friends will be okay, sod it. It's not as if one person can make a difference anyway. And then I think about my mum and my dad. I think about my aunties. I think about my nan who's diabetic, and if she catches it, probably won't make it. When I get past the anger, fear and frustration that all of this has caused, I realise that I can make a difference. It just takes one person like me bending the rules, seeing my mates seeing their mum, my mate's mum working in the supermarket where my nan shops, to put my nan at greater risk. It's that chain. I have to keep reminding myself of that chain of people, coming into contact with people, and that small changes, small decisions that I make can affect the future of the people that I care about. If I'm flexible, if I adapt, if I try to master the anxiety and frustration, and I'm brave enough to ask for help when I need it, and I might need it, this whole thing has left everyone vulnerable. If I keep on top of the ever-changing guidance and try to make it work for me, to become good at it, then I can be part of the chain of events that help and don't hinder. None of this was my fault. It's a global pandemic and I'm not to blame. No young person is. But that doesn't mean that I can't do my bit to help. I may not be a doctor or a nurse or on the front line of this thing, but I can help. I can play a part. And it's not about me. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for my mum and my dad, for my aunties and my nan. I'm doing it for people that I've never met and never will meet. I was sat in history the other day and I suddenly realised that one day my kids will be learning about this period, the period we're living through, and I wondered what I'll tell them. How everyone went nuts and emptied supermarkets, obsessed about toilet roll, FaceTime, Zoom, face masks, hand sanitizer and social distancing, about the lockdowns, the restrictions, the queues, the daily press briefings, the anxieties, frustrations, illnesses and deaths. And they may ask me what we did, what I did. Even though it's hard, even though it's frustrating and I want it all over, even though it's not my fault, I want to be able to hold my head up high and say that I helped, that I was part of the younger generation that helped, that I was part of the solution.